We are on day 4 of the Crystal Advent Calendar unboxing. Who here says hello? And so let's get started. So we have the two suspects and a new book today. Okay. So the first one is, ta-da, citrine. You can see the yellow color in there. Okay. And from Mike Sexton, we have fire quartz. Now, you remember yesterday when I was saying, sometimes people name things that aren't like, they give them like special names to make them seem a little bit different than they are. So what is fire quartz? Okay, that's fire quartz. So you can see it's a clear quartz with, see the red running through that? That's actually iron, hematite. So this is really a hematoid quartz, okay, aka fire quartz. So, and the book is the Book of Stones, okay? This is a really nice book. I mean, the pictures are gorgeous in here, okay? Let me find another one that shows polished and raw, which is really nice because sometimes what something looks like raw bears no resemblance to what it is when it is polished. Okay, so let's first talk about citrine. Okay, so these are all, so this is what came in. This again, this is a polished piece. These are raw. These are there we go. Look at the calendar there. These are citrine points. Okay, and so a little fun fact about citrine. All right, citrine generally starts out as amethyst, and over time, and when I mean time, I mean more than a lifetime or four. Amethyst turns into ametrine, which is sort of a combination of amethyst and citrine, and then into citrine. Okay, so amethyst is pretty common, and citrine not as common. So sometimes they try to cheat the system a little bit, and they'll take amethyst and they will heat it until it turns into citrine. Usually, the telltale sign of it is that the citrine almost looks burned. Okay. Citrine is associated, so I'm going to say how I use things. Okay. So citrine is a stone, it's a yellow stone, is associated with the solar plexus, and the solar plexus is the home, is your personal seat of power. Okay. So if you find yourself being a little wishy-washy and being walked all over, that's probably the area you need to work on. So citrine usually comes with me in some form to a trade show, only because the energy levels of a trade show are just so high. Sometimes it can be really easy to, God, what's the word I want to use? It's kind of easy to be overwhelmed and then not lose your sense of who you are there. So citrine in some form, sometimes it's in a necklace, sometimes it's in a polished stone in my pocket. I generally don't keep like raw pieces in my pocket because these are too easy to break into pieces. So I don't like to do that. Okay. And then let's talk about fire quartz. All right. Hematoid quartz is the other word for it. So just a couple other pieces of it. Like this was a much bigger piece, but it's very thin here. All right. So it dropped, it broke. Okay. But you could see the iron that is running through it. And here you could see it a little bit better. You see all that orange and all that red in there? Okay. This one. And this is the little companion piece that came along with it. Okay. All right, so how would I use fire quartz? Okay. Honestly, there's these pieces are just sitting around my office. These particular pieces, no specific place that they're at. But what the iron does in running through the quartz, it helps to ground the quartz a little bit. So I would say fire quartz. This would make a really good meditation stone. Okay. The clear quartz is very high vibration, but the iron running through it helps to ground you a little bit. So that's how I personally would use them. And just as a reminder, all the crystals from these two advent calendars, they're going in this little thing right here. These are going to then sit on my desk. So, and this is really, by the way, a pretty nice piece of citrine here. Okay. So in we go. And we will see you tomorrow with day 5.